Sunlight rarely behaves how we want. Over an afternoon, an unprotected room becomes a battleground of intense glare and shifting shadows. We spend our days manually pulling cords, twisting rods, and fighting to keep our spaces comfortable. Most smart technology addresses this by adding more physical clutter. You rip open drywall to run cables, mount bulky mechanical motors to the ceiling, and swap elegant walls for oversized plastic switches that require constant attention. Instead of waiting for a manual command to fix a problem that has already occurred, an intelligent environment anticipates the movement of the sun and adjusts the room before the glare ever reaches your eyes. By automating these environmental changes, the system eliminates the constant manual tinkering that traditional smart homes require. When a space performs perfectly without ever being asked, the technology itself disappears, leaving behind only the comfort it provides. This is the engineering of invisibility, a standard in modern architecture where the most advanced systems are those that leave no physical trace. Achieving that stealth footprint starts with the physical hardware. In existing homes, adding automated shading usually requires devastating the drywall to route high-voltage electrical wiring. This diagram breaks down a different approach, the Lutron Palladiom wire-free architecture. The entire shading unit is self-contained, using an internal power supply that drives the system for up to 5 years. This allows for a cordless installation, even in complex retrofit projects. That focus on concealment extends to the room controls. The wall keypads use a minimalist architecture, keeping every physical button perfectly flush with the surrounding plate. These interfaces use premium materials like glass, metal, and matte composites to act as a physical extension of the wall. They match the surrounding architectural textures rather than standing out as pieces of technology. But a hidden device still disrupts a space if you can hear it working. Mechanical whining and clicking instantly break the silence of a room. To solve this, the shade enclosures house ultra-quiet motors built around precision-engineered movement. They operate with a whisper-quiet glide, removing the mechanical noise typically associated with automation. By combining visual blending with silent movement, the hardware ensures the aesthetic and the atmosphere of the room remain undisturbed. Physical stealth is only half the equation. The system also removes the need for active management, operating instead on autonomous logic. It links with home automation platforms like Lutron Homeworks and Radio RA3. This integration creates a centralized brain that coordinates devices across the entire property. Integrated daylight sensors monitor real-time sunlight levels and the sun's angle on the building's exterior. Combining this live data with precise scheduling, the system automatically adjusts the shades as the sun moves, without requiring any user input. This produces an immediate benefit. The room retains the maximum amount of usable natural light while neutralizing harsh direct glare. Beyond visual comfort, this response supports year-round energy efficiency. By blocking the sun during peak hours, the shades passively manage thermal gain to keep the interior cool. This logic networks directly into the broader climate control ecosystem, balancing the shades, the artificial lighting, and the temperature simultaneously. This operational logic allows a static house to function as a proactive ecosystem, autonomously balancing its own energy and comfort. All of these elements, the quiet motors, the minimal hardware, and the autonomous sensors, converge in the precise moments you choose to intentionally interact with the system with one deliberate touch. Through custom scene activation, that single press simultaneously dims the lighting, adjusts the climate, and lowers the shades. The environment immediately shifts. The sharp light of midday gives way to the warm tones of evening, matching your exact preferences without a series of separate adjustments. Managing a home's lighting and temperature is no longer a manual chore. Perfect comfort and optimal energy efficiency become the default state of the space. The most sophisticated technology is the kind that serves the user perfectly while completely erasing itself from the visible experience.